Sponsors: Platinum sponsor Network VC California Synth Fund, Golden sponsor Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and Silver sponsor Sci-Fi. Our event is the world's largest startup pitch competition by geography and the number of the events held. As I told you, the winner of today's online unicorn battle will participate in the Unicorn Cup finals on February 18th. Please save the date in your calendar. It will be a grand happening with VCs and prominent startups from all over the world. So please mark the date in your calendar and be sure you are there. Besides startups pitching live, there will be a Startups Expo, where the most extraordinary startups from all over the world will meet famous investors personally and showcase themselves to the audience worldwide. Please contact our event managers to know more. During this season of the Unicorn Cup, our preliminary local unicorn battles are being held on all continents with participants from 125 countries of the world, discovering the most prominent startups that will define tomorrow's future. Unicorn.Event is an open competition where startups pitch live for private investors and venture funds. We started our events back in 2009 and do them on a regular basis all over the world online. So join us to see the best local solutions and meet great personalities. We have traveled all over the world with our battles, events, and if you haven't seen us in your country, your region, your city, please contact us and we will be more than happy to do our events with you, because we are doing really good job. Look at our statistics. We explore the greatest solutions, invite active investors, and they find each other, and we do really good match. Our winners are really successful, and we can make you successful as well. We are open to explore partnership relations with all the people that are there. So please contact us, because starting this season, we are doing unicorn pitches, local events held by our partners in all major world locations. And winners are granted participation in unicorn battles. And we will already done our first unicorn pitches in India, and looking forward to doing unicorn pitches in Germany and unicorn pitches in Balkans, and waiting for you to contact us to explore these partnership opportunities. Please contact me directly or our event managers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our ecosystem. We are a smart ecosystem that consists of various software solutions and internet platforms that solves quickly and efficiently any task in the field of innovation and startups. Startup Network is the heart of our ecosystem and a marketplace for startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Network VC is a classical venture fund. Sci-Fi acceleration program. Unicorn.Events is the world's largest online startup pitch contest. VC House, a closed online community and network created exclusively for the VCs, where they can exchange deals they participate in as a lead investor. Network Investments, a meeting point for investment banks and startups and businesses. And Silicon Valley Syndicate Fund, a special structure that allows business angels to invest into the best startups with small checks through syndicate deals. If you're a VC or a business angel, invest with us. Our ecosystem also opens great opportunities for the startups, helping them to succeed and become leaders in their industry. And of course, we welcome partners that can explore enormous business opportunities with us and become really global. Please contact me and we will talk about it in person. And right now, I would like to pass a floor to our event managers for today. Lena and Kate, girls, the floor is yours. Let the battle begin.
Thank you, Anna. Today we would like to glad our partners of today's event. I'm very happy to see many faces, and would like to express to friends from Startup Drive in Japan, from China Accelerator, from LinkedIn Local India, from Edge 190C, AI Startup Incubator, 100 Open Startups, and Media Service Crypto News. So follow our friends on social media, and you will find much more opportunities to funding and to fundraising during the pandemic and after this. And it's time to our judges.
Thank you, colleagues. So before we will start the pitch competition, please greet our honored judges who volunteered the valuable time to our event today. Dear judges, please introduce yourselves and funds you representing shortly for 1 minute, pointing out the industry, check size, state, and geographical location of startups you invest in. So let's start, and let's start from our CEO, Alexander Soroka. Are you with us today?
Hello, Lena. Do you hear me?
Yes, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Our venture funds usually invest up to 400K today, and we prefer to invest on late seed or round day stage, and we are industry agnostic. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Welcome. Great to have you with us today. So, who would like to be the next one, guys? Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Jay Patel. I can go next.
Yes, please.
Hi. Edge 196. We are a global investment group. We are based in Houston, Texas, as well as we have our presence in India and other parts of the world. We invest initial stage companies at $200,000 and up to $1 million of investment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Next one, please. Yes, please, guys.
Yeah, looks like no one is coming ahead, so I will go ahead. I'm Varit Krishna. I'm an executive turned serial tech entrepreneur, been through 5 exits in 2 IPOs. And we run this program called 100 Open Startups. It's in the 14th year. So it has got a ranking methodology for startups globally. We also have an angel fund that invests 100K minimum. And we've so far invested in about 120 startups. It is tech agnostic and it's worldwide. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much. So, next one, please.
Probably I'll go.
Oops, okay.
Preeti, please go ahead.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
Ladies first.
Hi, my name is Preeti Chaudhary and I'm the founder of LinkedIn Local India, also a partner with Startup Network for Unicorn Pitches India. We just had our inaugural event yesterday, which was very well received. I'm looking forward to being here today. All the best to all the pitching startups. Everybody here is a winner in itself. There's no winner, no loser. Check size 25K to 150K USD. Sector agnostic. Geography is primarily India, but open to collaborations worldwide. Once again, thank you, Team Startup Network, for having me over. And it's a pleasure being here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today. And next one, please.
Probably I'll go ahead. Hi, everyone. This is Adrian from Kairos Capital. Thank you, Anna, Lena, Kate, for inviting. In short, Kairos Capital focus in China and Southeast Asia. So we have offices across the region. We focus startups in Series A, slightly early and slightly later. It's okay for us. Our typical ticket size is 2 million to 5 million US dollar. And in terms of sector, we are sector agnostic. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and welcome.
Hey guys.
Please.
Hi, my name is Raymond. I'm actually, my day job is with Accenture Interactive. Thanks for the invitation. I'm also on the board of South by Southwest Startups. I'm more like a connector. I connect a lot of startups with big brands and big companies out there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Next one, please.
I'll go next. Nice to be here again. My name is Marcus Siegertsen. I represent Typhoon 8, the CX consultancy, and Gsd Ventures, which is a venture builder and investor with a focus on emerging Asia. We got offices in Hong Kong and Myanmar, and mainly focus at companies in the late seed stage up to 200K.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Next one, please.
Should I go?
Yes, please.
Hi. Oh, should I go?
Yes, please.
All right. Hello, world. I'm Nicholas Hulk from Tradeworks. We invest in digital trade enablers that solve important problems within logistics and e-commerce. We invest globally, anything from seed to around Series A, from 100K to several million. And we really like network effects. So companies that can scale and scope. Thanks.
Thank you and welcome. Who would like to be the next one?
Sure, I would. This is Gary. How are you? Good to see you today.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm an investor and serial entrepreneur. I've done 17 companies. I was on the original management team at Click Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion 17 months ago. Also, am the co-founder, CEO, and president of Eva.ai. It's a AI HR tech company from Silicon Valley. 2 years ago, I founded Gsd Venture Studios, one of the premier AI and quantum venture studios. We curate companies from around the world and use Silicon Valley as a port. And I also write a lot. I've written over 100 articles in artificial intelligence and quantum. And it's great to be here. It's great to see all our friends. I also have a $100 million impact fund, and we are investing in growth stage companies in artificial intelligence and quantum computing. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Can I do it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, hi everyone, this is Long. I am the Chief Innovation Officer for Simon Electric Holding Group, which is a Spanish company. Well, but what I'm doing here, I think it's more personally related. I'm personally involved in advising startups and some of the investors in local areas. So it's more of a personal interest and passion. So it's a learning process for me, and looking forward to hearing more and learning more.
Thank you, Long. Welcome.
Thank you.
Next one, please.
Hi, I'll go next.
Yes, please.
Hi, my name is William Du from Engineers. We evolved into a family office last year, and currently we are into vertical farming, solar. We also invested in an online grocery delivery service. What we are focusing for the next 3 to 5 years is more to essential services because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We at this moment we only invest in Malaysia and Southeast Asia companies. Thank you.
Thank you so much and welcome. Would like to be the next one, guys?
I can go.
Yes, please.
Hi everyone. It's nice to be here again. I'm Kıvılcım Çaylı from Pareto Ventures. We are based in Ankara, the capital city of Turkey. We are agnostic in industry and locations. We invest in early growth stage startups. They should have paying customers and some momentum. It's a must for us. And we invest in up to $100K US. Thanks. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you and welcome. Yes, please. Next one.
Hi, everybody. Lena can go next. It's Angelo here.
Yes, please, Angelo.
Hi there. Thanks for having me once again. My name is Angelo Burgarello, and I represent AI Startup Incubator. We invest in early stage startups, and we help the founder grow their business with a ticket that range from $50,000 to $150,000. We also syndicate with our investor partners to reach tickets up to 1 million, 1.5 million. We are industry agnostic, and we're able to invest in startups from all over the world. And we are very pleased to be here and see what the startup will present us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you and welcome. Would like to be the next one, guys?
Maybe I could go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Dalal Gawas from Gsd Ventures in Singapore. So Gsd Ventures is a hybrid venture capital firm with a hybrid accelerator arm. So what we do is we invest in food technology investments. Our first fund, the New Protein Fund, primarily on alternative proteins. And then our second fund, the Generation Food Fund, looks at more of the waste byproducts from traditional manufacturing processes. So we deploy anywhere from, let's say, pre-seed investments all the way up to Series B. And yeah, we have over 40 companies in our portfolio. Really great pleasure to be here, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much. Welcome. Next one, please.
All right, let me go next. That's okay with everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Anup. I represent Gsd Venture Partners. We are based here in India, and we look at startups across sectors at the stage where you have taken some money from friends and family, have some early traction. We invest checks between 500K to $1 million, and we also work with co-investors, and we've done so across various startups. India and Asia should be on your radar. So if that's there, then we come in and would love to talk to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Next one, please, guys.
Lena,
I could go. Go. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Lisa, ladies first.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa Salud. I'm the general partner of R3I Ventures. Thanks very much, Lena, for the invitation. We're a deep tech, medtech cross-border venture capital firm. We have a house of medtech and house of deep tech where we're taking companies out of Asia into Europe and back into Silicon Valley. We invest tickets anything from 500,000 to 2.5 million, and then we double down with our families up to 30 million. We are a team of venture builders, so we're not a dumb ticket, and we're only coming if we're leading, and we're only coming if we're building. Thanks for having me today. I'm really looking forward to seeing the pitch.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for being with us today.
Okay, hi then. I'll tell about myself. My name is Patel. I'm a managing partner of Network Investments, which is part of Startup Network Group. And I'm creating a space for investment bankers and investment professionals where we help each other to enlarge our deal flows and exchange deals and find new interesting opportunities worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Welcome. Who would like to be the next one, guys?
Hi, I'm Dr. Ruchi Dana. I'm a medical doctor, and I also did my MBA from Stanford. I represent Dana Family Office. I'm logged in from Dubai, and we invest mainly in early stage startups. Our ticket size is around $250K to $1 million. We also do some pre-seed, like pre-IPO deals as well. We're mainly into healthcare, but we also do some opportunistic deals from time to time. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, and welcome. Next one, please. Yes, please. Okay, guys.
Hi, Elena. Elena, I can go next.
Yes, please.
This is Subrata here. I'm a venture partner with our ventures. Our venture typically invests up to $10 million across the sector. I have been with venture partner with them for about 1.5, close to 2 years now. And we look at startups primarily from India, but open to look at startups from anywhere else as well. Very happy to be a judge on the event today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and welcome. Anybody else?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. My name is Crazy John. My name is John Koji Moriwaka, based in Japan, back in Japan from Silicon Valley and also Tokyo. We based in Shimonoseki City, south part of Japan. I'm a founder and director of Startup Grind Fukuoka, partner of your event. Thank you so much, Anna, Kate, Nina, and Alex for inviting me. And good to see now. I can see many new friends and Pretty and Gary, or so because we're attending these events every day and meeting new friends. I'm very happy to meet you. I'm also advisor from Silicon Valley startup to large corporations, including a very big investment company, government fund in Asia as well. And also owner Moriwaka Medical. We are a strong distributor for any kinds of medical devices. And also we do POC for startups coming to Japan entry. And I personally belong to Harvard Business School Alumni Angels in California and Life Science Angels in California. So best luck for all startups and let's enjoy. Thank you. Love from Japan.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to have you with us today. So guys, let's continue. And before we'll start the hottest part of our event today, pitch competitions, let me explain you how it works, our voting system today. So dear judges, to start voting, you have just to click the link you have got on mail and you will be redirected to the event page. After this, you have to scroll the page to the startup section and you will see the logos and marks beneath. So you have put marks depending on investment potential from 1 to 5, where 5 is the highest mark and 1 is the lowest. So you have just put marks without any confirmation buttons. You could change, also you could change marks before the voting will be closed. If you need help assessing your profile at our event page, please let us know in chat. Julia can support you. And next information for our dear attendees. So guys, you have a great opportunity to support our participants today, and you can register at our event page and give your like to your favorite startups today. They need your support. And now Kate will explain you how the next information will be for our startups, and Kate will explain some details about today's event. Kate?
Yeah, now each founder will have 3 minutes for pitching and 4 minutes for Q&A session. We recommend not to mention any fundraising out loud because we are broadcasting all over the world and some countries may have restrictions in this regard. So please use chat or other channels of communication for this particular reason. Thank you. Based on the results of the online voting, one startup will be chosen as the winner of today's battle. So it's time for start the hottest part of this event, and I would like to invite our first participant to the stage from startup CABIDZ. Asad, are you ready to present Australia today?
Yep, I'm ready. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Please share your pitch deck.
Let's share my screen.
Full screen, and let's start.
Hello, guys. It's Asad Farooq, founder of CABIDZ. Product matured in 2 years' time, launched recently. Massive ride sharing and taxi market, expensive fares, growing demand, surge fare exploitation, longer driver working hours, too high Uber driver fee, oversupply of drivers have created an opportunity for disruptive innovation to capture the ride sharing and taxi market. Who doesn't like discounts? Post-COVID world changed for good. Consumer behavior changed dramatically. Now everybody needs ongoing discounts. Due to higher competition, riders always look for promotions. In Ubers, the closest driver to rider gets a job and others miss it. And drivers are not shown destination or kilometers upon accepting the job. Less profit margins, too high Uber fee, 27.5%. Vacant and oversupplied market, the attached Uber trip, which is just an everyday story where a driver made just $11 for 23 minutes for 2.3 kilometers in high traffic. So not only he lost his opportunities and earning as well, but also He lost his opportunity for 10 to 30 kilometer plus trips as those went to other drivers. So drivers love to pass on discount for 30 kilometer trip in 30 minutes on Uber, which is $80, and will take the trip and happily make $40 to $50 and rather than going vacant and losing prime trips. Then comes the auction factor for more discounts. Every driver wants to go to high demand areas where they will get more connecting trips. Every driver hunt for medium to longer trips. 40,000 active drivers only in Sydney alone. Taxi and ride-sharing drivers suffering. CABIDZ, innovative AI ride-sharing marketplace where riders get cheapest auction fares within 1 to 2 seconds. CABIDZ is AI marketplace where system place auto or augmented intelligent bids based on driver's ETA to rider, his car and driver's preferences, and also make sure 24/7 as a B2C to beat all market prices to give riders discount and drivers more money. It's like fare on sale 24/7. Riders save money, longer the trip, the more the discount. Riders have more options to choose based on car rating, ETA, and cost. Massive savings on scheduled rides as hundreds of drivers bid from anywhere. Drivers earn more, better fares if closer to rider, better fare for better car, longer trip, more profits, hot destinations, more earnings. CABIDZ operates as a ride-sharing and taxi network, have huge potential and revenue streams in both segments, plus groceries and deliveries. The ride-sharing market, $150 billion globally and $3 billion Australian market, still 1.1 million taxi trips per day Australia-wide, 1 million ride-sharing trips per day Australia-wide. Massive market it is. Evidence of disruptions, hundreds of likes and downloads every day, all organically proves our go viral power and effective strategies. Most of the trip pivots towards longer to medium range, meaning more profits, but riders surprisingly also requesting the shorter trips to even save $1 or $2. Achieving sales on very low budget, better validation results than billionaire Bolt, 5,200 plus passengers, Oz is responding very well, 1,000 plus drivers, taxis and Uber drivers joining, many on hold, 10,000 plus organic trip requests, all organic on a very low budget. Trip requests kept coming from other states as well, where we even haven't launched. Questions? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great speech. So it's time for Q&A.
So I can stop sharing?
Yes. Any questions, dear judges? Yes, please.
Any questions?
Is everything was clear?
Okay, so we can continue in chat if somebody will have some questions.
Thank you, Asad.
Thank you so much.
The next one is Jan from FinPay Technology startup. He's also from Australia. Hi, Jan, are you ready? Please check your microphone. Maybe you are muted.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Hi. Fine, thank you.
Meet you.
Okay. So has my screen come up? Are you all able to see that?
Yes, but a little bit cropped now. Oh, now it's okay.
Now.
Is that better? Great, excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me here this evening. My name's Ian Park and I'm the CEO at FinPay, Accept Payments Anywhere. Our mission is to make payments frictionless for merchants who want to accept funds no matter what the method. The problem that we've seen in the market today is that there's onerous onboarding with a limited digital first experience. There's slow settlement times with up to 7 days for merchants to receive their payments. There's hidden fees and charges. The pricing is unclear, which means bill shock. There's poor service. Traditional acquirers are focused on the bottom line and not on the customer experience. There's outdated products. The product shelf life is too long and the appetite for change is too large. And generally, they're slow to innovate. Large financial institutions aren't able to keep up with technological advancements. The opportunity. Merchants want payments acceptance to be simple, frictionless, and effortless. So how do we do that? 3 core things. A BYO device. There's no additional hardware required. They're able to accept payments and different currencies all through the same device. And it's a quick, easy, and simple setup with an easy onboarding experience. I present to you a unified payments platform, consolidating payments for everyone. The solution involves a digital onboarding experience with lightning fast transactions, no hidden fees or charges, 24/7 support, and any device, anytime, with constant innovation happening around the product and evolving markets with evolving trends. The unified payments experience is simple. It's a complete, simple setup. You get verified in real time, and then you set up your payments and you go. The market size at the total addressable market is over 167 billion, with the serviceable market with card transactions looking at around 84 billion, and our obtainable market within APAC looking at 5. The competitive landscape. We can see that we're a clear market leader when it comes to other service providers within our space. Our milestones since 2019. We've aggregated over 20 of the world's largest QR wallets. We've got 8 master license agreements signed across APAC jurisdictions. There's 6 key partner relationships across technology and distribution. There's 2 banking as a service platforms currently implementing our product. And there's 2 key hardware partners for SRCP devices. Mobile terminals. So what does that mean? It's a simple download from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. It can accept multiple payment methods. It's tap and go, tap and pin, all on the device. And it's all certified PCI DSS PSD2 compliant. So a unified payment network. On the left, you're looking at some of the world's largest QR payment systems. So Alipay, WePay, NetStars, Gcash, and PayMaya. On the right, you're looking at MasterCard, Visa, Diners, UnionPay, and American Express, all in one simple, easy to use application on any device. Oh, take that out. So we're looking for goals in our 2020 Q2 example. So we're looking from a month-on-month growth rate of 28.23% with a gross revenue of over 6 million, with over 924,000 transactions processed through our terminals. So a little bit about our team. So I've got strategic leadership experience across fintech and risk management platforms in Australia and the US. James has worked at global commercial banks and commercial investment banks. Raf has developed over 40 platforms in the enterprise B2B market. Nick is a serial entrepreneur spending multiple years in Silicon Valley. Adam has founded and advised startups in the fintech sector across Australia and the United Kingdom. And Carl has been developing user-centric experience for over 6 years. Any questions? I'll be floating around after this, so please feel to jump into the chat and fire away.
Thank you, Jan. Great pitch.
Ian, can I ask you about your revenues? You said it's $6 million US, and is it a transaction volume or it is your revenue?
Yeah, so great question. So from a revenue perspective, that's the merchant discount rate minus our fee. So that would be $6 million in revenue, correct?
Okay, thank you.
Any questions else, guys?
Ian, it's Lisa. Can I ask, where are you based?
Hey, Lisa, great to meet you. Yeah, we're based in Brisbane, Australia. But as I mentioned, we're a global fintech. So we're working across 8 jurisdictions at the moment and scaling quickly.
And have you got a footprint in those 8 jurisdictions, or it's all out of Queensland?
It's all out of Queensland. However, we've got strategic partnerships with commercial banks in those jurisdictions to roll out our product, as well as potentially looking to launch product ourselves.
And are you part of the Born Global program?
No, we're not, but I'd love to be.
Okay, I can make that happen. Thanks, guys.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions else? Yes, please. Okay, so Kate, let's continue.
Thanks, Jan. The next one, TapShort, Karishma.
Hi, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope you all can see it.
Yes. Introduce it, please.
You can see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So I'll start from here. So hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. I'm Karishma. I'm based in Singapore. We both are based in Singapore. And here I would like to introduce you to a revolutionary product which can save your time, the most valuable thing which can save your time. TapShort, a news platform for the summaries, where we are presenting the news summaries in 70 words, crisp 70 words, news summary platform. In my team, I have Anshu with me. who has deep tech and product knowledge. He's currently working with Facebook. And I have been with the banks for almost 10 years. I come with the finance and product and growth experience.
Hi.
So now I'll talk about the problem actually, which led to this TapShort. So reading news actually is a big challenge these days because the articles are too time consuming. The news articles are really long and time consuming. Or sometimes we just go through the headlines, which doesn't give us the complete details and the context. And our current news feed, some of us read through Twitter, Reddit, they are actually the bandit solutions because the news is so fragmented and you need to go and follow a lot of people, a lot of sources to get the news. So it lacks relevance. The solution is TapShort, which is actually a combination of the flexibility and the relevance provided by Google News, a news aggregator, and it provides you a summary like a tweet. So all at one place, you get the news summary. You can read the news summary as well as you can just swipe left and see the main news article, the long news article as well. So you save almost 10 times the time that you spend in reading the news article. You get the headlines plus a 70 words contextual summary, and you get relevance because the articles are handpicked and curated with machine learning personalization. This is how our app looks like. So you have the flexibility to select the category, any category you would want to read about: COVID, technology, business, or you can select multiple of them. And the news comes, you just need to swipe up like you do in a TikTok app, and you can share it with your friends. You can bookmark for reading later. You can search the news as per your preferences and choice. So for market validation, there is no direct competition in Singapore or in Singapore as such, where we are currently based. So Google News, Taotiao in China, and Smart News in Japan are the news aggregators, which are not providing the summaries. But yeah, we tried to pull in their details. They have around 1 billion plus installs for Google News with 4 billion plus revenue. Taotiao has around 260 million monthly active users with around 5 billion revenue. Similarly, Smart News, 20 million plus monthly active users with around 100 million plus revenue. And also the market size. So as per the latest reports, around 2 billion plus news readers, monthly news readers are on the mobile. So we actually target them. All the people, who are reading the news through the mobile, they are all our addressable market. If I talk about competitive advantages, so we are first to the market in providing the news summaries. There's a faster reading experience, almost 10 times the time you save. Very easy to use, just swipe up and keep reading, and you get incentives when you read. So you earn while you read. We have recently launched our app a week back. So we have set few milestones for our company. In the first quarter, we have launched our Android app. We are yet to go on the Apple Play Store, which will happen in another few days. The website is live, the company registration. Then as we move forward, by Q2, we target almost 10,000 active users. And then by Q4, similarly, we plan to reach 200K monthly active users and start expanding to Southeast Asia market. Then Q3 would be 1 million plus monthly active users, where we also plan to automate, this whole database where we don't need to do it manually. We are preparing a database so it can all do the summaries automatically. Yeah, so it's a big opportunity, and so these are the details. If you would like to find us more about us, we would be pleased. We would be happy to contact you, to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for great pitch. Any questions, guys?
Hi, Karishma. It's Angelo here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. Yeah, I would like to understand a little bit more about the business model. If you can tell us, how do you plan to monetize?
Yeah, so we plan to monetize. So right now, since we have started, so if you see the milestone slide, we plan that we reach the almost 1 million monthly active users by Q3 next year. And there we will launch our ads platform. So there will be two types of revenue generation streams. First will be the ad platform, and the second one will be the subscription, where actually the next step to TapShort comes that, if suppose you are reading anything on the web and you just get a Chrome plugin, you just click on it and you get the summary out of everything that you read. You need not read be TechCrunch or any article, Bloomberg or anything. You need not read that. You just click on the summary Chrome plugin and you get the summary right away. So that is what will be actually the second stream. That will be a premium service. Right now, reading news is free to everyone. That is going to be the second service, which is going to get information stream other than the ads platform.
So ad revenue and subscription, these are the two things we are focusing on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Hi,
I have a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Here, just want to ask you. I think although you mentioned that you are not in competition with anyone, any big one, but it sounds to me that you are in competition with InShot, right? In some extent, yeah.
Yeah, actually, InShot is actually an inspiration. The idea and everything we really like, that is actually which helped us. It's an inspiration model. So I was talking about the direct competition in Singapore where we are based, but yeah, in India, there is a company called InShot, which actually is doing a similar thing, that it is creating news summary in different languages. So the first step that we are going to do is news summary, but we are not going to stop ourselves here. The next and the bigger part that comes is the name. You tap on any article on the web page and you get the summary with just a Chrome plugin. So it will be open to any articles that you see on the web page.
So let me understand it a little bit more. So any article I open up, right, according to my own choice, and then I sort of click on a little button provided by your company, and I can get a summary. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. But it's not right there in the path. It's down the path. We are starting with the news summaries. We'll eventually get into summarizing everything. It's the summary platform we're trying to build, and that so that we can monetize via ads later.
And I presume that you have launched your product just a couple of weeks ago or a few days ago, right? So you have a long way to go.
Yes. Yes. We fortunately we started with the MVP via social platforms, and we were lucky enough to get, with mouth of words, we are having 800 plus subscribers to our platform. Now we recently launched app because of the limitation of the social media platforms, and we anticipate we'll have a good results in the good growth installs in the coming months.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I have one question. Thank you, Karishma, for the presentation. So in terms of, let's say, the users, like, could you tell us a bit more in terms of the segmentation? Like, which ones are your primary user, and how are you like, say, developing like marketing campaigns to get their attention?
Okay, so we are actually targeting. We did a user research study, and we targeted anyone above 15 years are generally interested into news, and the executives who are generally in the working class are more into that. So from 15 to 60, 15 years to 60 years are the user base segments in general we are targeting. Now this is a broad spectrum. Now if you're working class, you must be interested in the business news. That's a relevance for you. You must be, since you're into funding, you must be interested in the funding news around the world, or news from TechCrunch, all such news. If a person is a school teacher, he would be interested in a physics news, or a biological news, or a chemistry news, like that. So we'll tap into each of those segments. We collect data from the user usage. If you tap on a news, if you read a summary, we get to know, okay, this person is interested in technical news. We start throwing you news towards that. So it's a relevant based news. News relevance will be there, and it will be attached to the customer segment audience. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tomasz, any questions else?
Guys, there's some significant risks for you in the redistribution of negative news, and a significant amount of liability. And Singapore is a country known for its defamation rules. Where's your HQ going to be?
Yes. So for that, actually, you're absolutely right. That's a really good question. Actually, we already, before ideating it, we got the idea in September, and before actually working on this, we started to actually phase it out in few steps. We first went to the Singapore Publishing House here, which is the biggest news publisher here, and we asked them for the permission. So we got all those terms and we comply with that. We don't use their proprietary information, we don't use their images, we don't use their headlines, and we follow all the instructions shared by them with us. And that's why we comply with their standards. And the moment we start monetizing it, we again need to inform them, and again, next contract will be signed up. So that's how we are progressing it.
Yeah, it doesn't mitigate your risk. You might want to look at Switzerland as a priority.
Okay, thanks for this. Thanks for the feedback. Let me look into it.
So thank you so much. Let's continue. And dear judges, please don't forget to vote for our startups. It's very important. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, guys. The next one is Duke from MatarStars LSP.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is the co-founder of MatarStars from a tech company from Vietnam. So, shall we begin? Okay, great. MatarStars is founded with the aim of creating a powerful logistics solution that's similar to Flexport in the US. We aim to create an easy-to-use clouding platform that makes the job of transporters become more effective and efficient. So, the Vietnam logistics market in general, the total GDP of Vietnam in 2020 is 340 billion US dollar, and about that is 68 billion is the total cost of Vietnam logistics. But there's a huge problem in the transportation that the planning, managing, and monitoring are heavily manual, especially for the SME logistics service providers. So that's because the rate of empty space is very high. For example, the average cost of fuel is 0.2 US dollar per kilometer, which means a transporter needs to spend from 0.06 to 0.1 US dollar for nothing and generate no revenue at all. Or I can say that at least 20 billion US dollar are wasted for nothing. And that's why we are here. Let me introduce you our solution, the e-tracking, tracing, and logistic planning system. We provide our system for two types of users. The first one is logistic manager for planning and monitoring. And the second type is the driver for transportation status reporting. So this is an example of manual working that needs our system, from paper planning to digital planning and monitoring. And our system brings the benefit to them like the end-to-end tracking, reducing waste, and maximizing the capacity for logistic companies. In competition, SmartLog is the biggest competitor in the market. However, they aim to provide horizontally their product lines to big companies in the market. Enterprise resource planning is their final goal. And for us, we aim to provide our solution vertically to logistic companies and aim to create a close partnership with them to build a marketplace so that we can sell empty spots for cheaper price. And for our business plan, we have two targets. The first one is logistic partners who will join us. And second is our clients who are exporters, importers, e-commerce, manufacturers, and all the businesses who are the cargo owners and looking for cheap price in transporting services. And for the pricing model, we have two types here. The first one is membership. For the logistic companies that have less than 50 vehicles, you need to pay $100 per month, and above that is negotiable. And for the marketplace, we take the commission rate from 1% to 5% from each contract based on different types of cargo. And about my team, we have three co-founders with very experience in the B2B business, technology development, and especially the logistics industry, because I'm from the logistics industry myself. And I have two angel investors, Hajime Hirota. Hota is one of savvy AI engineer in the field, and Hajime Hirose, a great investor with 10 years experience working for Microsoft. And if you would like to learn more about us, please come after this presentation and meet me later. Thank you for listening.
Thanks.
So, dear judges, it's time to ask questions.
Hi, Nicholas from Tradeworks here. So this is right up my alley. What's your current traction? What's your revenue for the last month?
At the moment, right now, our company just founded nearly a year ago, and we have 10,000 in investment. And the reason why we're working right now, we're working very closely with the SME logistics service providers. We listen to them, and we are based our solution from zero. Listen to their feedback, because in Vietnam right now, the problem with the SME logistics service provider is they are very reliant on the Excel. They don't have actually the technology. And if you meet them system and ask them to pay too much for the system, they may afraid and they don't want to use the system. And that's why I teach you about the partnership, the membership, to work together with them and help them to save costs and also help them to raise revenues.
Okay, but your revenue, how much?
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
Per month.
No, 10,000 in total. Because I don't aim to take charge the logistics service provider through many, because I don't think they can afford to that. They are not big companies. That is one of the reasons why the smart lock, our competitor, struggling with, because they cannot sell the solution to them because the subscription fee is very high.
Okay, but let's have a chat after this.
Thank you.
Hi, Raymond here. I like it. I just wondering, how do you see the market size for SMEs in Vietnam, and also do you see yourself kind of like figuring it out a bit more in the region as well?
Yeah. So you mean the SMEs, logistics service providers, or
the size of the market, like because you're looking at like 100 per month as a subscription, like how big is the market you envision that they would and the take up for this?
So let me break it down using 2 points. The first point is from the SME logistics provider. It's about nearly 2,500 SME logistics service provider in Vietnam, and we only intend to charge them at the maximum is $200 per month, because we don't think we can ask them too much. That's why I introduce the membership, that we give them the advanced solution for them to use, and we charge very minimum, so that we can use the capacity in transportation, so that we can target to the 900 million tons in the land transportation, so that we can take the commission rate. So if, for example, if I take only 1% of the land transportation market, so I can generate about 100 billion Vietnam dong. It's about 5 million US dollar per year. Is this clear for you to understand?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adrian here from CABIDZ Capital. I actually have 2 questions. First one is, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So the first question is, in terms of the SME logistic company you're targeting, what's the average parcel number per month or per day? So I would like to gauge what kind of sizes of target customers you're going for. And second part of the questions, based on my knowledge, I think companies like J&T, Best Logistics, they're aggressively recruiting franchisee across the regions by supplying, with a franchise fee, they are supplying you the tech and also the order volume behind, right? In terms of that, like how you want to compete with them?
Okay. So can you repeat again your first question? I don't.
Question it's so in terms of your target customers, can you give me a gauge in terms of the number of parcels they send every day?
So you mean the numbers of the total, the SME. So at the moment, right now, we work very closely with the very specific types of SME. They are providing service for the car supply chain. So we call trailer similar to the container truck. They are very huge and they are focused on the car trailer. So that we can solve them. At the moment, right now, we are already solving them. The first problem is how the business intelligence, to help them instead of using the Excel, they can input the data to our system. We can write different type of reports in detail, the cost in detail, and the access management. Let them understand why they're losing money. Why? So that is my first part for the SME right now we're working with, and we want to expand from that. We're going to expand to the container markets later. And about the second part is. You mentioned so many companies, but I don't think they are mostly they are owned foreign companies, so I don't think they understand the local business like us. Because, for example, like the SME in Vietnam, the reason why they can compete with the big companies, because even though their size very small, so that they work together, they form an alliance. So when you approach to them, you have to approach to all of them. So let me give you an example what they are doing from my client. They sign with the Mitsubishi, the car manufacturer, and in the contract, that's the Mitsubishi require them to transport the car. But in the background, only 90% transported directly by them and 10% from their subcontractors. So that they share the product, they share the cargo together, they work together and they share the cost together, and they do the route optimizing together. So that is a thing that I think I'm more advantageous from Credit Competitor because I'm from the local. And my family, I actually from the industry, my families and also my working in that industry. So I know how to talk with them. They actually they are very old, they are very old people. They don't understand technology at all, but they know how to do the business. So if they want to compete with me, so my question is, do they actually know the local and the local one? So that is one thing I want to compete with them.
Got it. I guess like from your answer, probably understand wrongly at the beginning. I think you're in the kind of like line haul and probably low loader 20-footer business line instead of the last mile. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
For an active session, and our next participant is a winner of India Unicorn Pitch Battle. Which was held yesterday and was powered by LinkedIn Local and our judge Preeti. So it's time for startup number 5, Stack Finance. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Nice.
Sorry, I guess I need to remove the virtual background. Yeah, but so let us share the screen now.
Yes.
Yep. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Full screen, please.
Just like that. Yes.
Yep.
Full screen, and let's start.
Great. Yep.
Yes, please. Mark.
Great. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Smriti presenting Stack. Stack reimagines personal finance and money management for young earners. It's India's first smart app that helps young earners to manage and grow their money all in one place. With Stack, we're solving the biggest problem of 84% Indian millennials while addressing an $11 billion market. Right now, in spite of huge population, India hasn't adapted to this generation's financial needs because of the lack of formal financial education in our academics. The money discussion in families and friends is often a curious taboo. And more importantly, this category is never a cash cow for the advisories. And as a result, millennials are usually overwhelmed and confused because there's no single integrated platform. Usually all the products existing lack personalization and are very generic. And third and the most important is that advisory is expensive and time consuming. But no more, Stack helps young professionals to manage, track and grow their money in one place. We help you aggregate all your data and build and grow your net worth. We help you access a lot of financial products and plan your financial life efficiently. More importantly, giving you intelligent insights to improve your financial health. You can see a bird's eye view of your entire financial life very easily and also get personalized insights on the data. We've introduced first of its kind dynamic card, which is customized to each and every individual's lifestyle. We also have some various interesting features that power up your financial life, like auto saving instruments. There's expense management. More importantly, we have gone ahead than just the credit score. We have introduced tax score, which basically evaluates your financial health and helps you achieve your goals faster. We earn 3 important revenue streams. First is the subscription fees through premium model. We earn through our dynamic card and various affiliate and trail income sources. We're a team of more than 25 plus members holding around 50 years of combined experience in technology and finance. I'm Smriti, that's Tushar. We have all not just been through this journey of facing these problems ourselves, but also have founded some of the startups before as well. We're backed on this mission by various marquee investors, including SOSV, AngelList, IIIT Hyderabad Seed Fund, and various notable angels. We work with the top 2 banks in India, top 5 brokers, and various national institutes, including BSE, NPCI, and so on. Been recognized by a lot of publications and organizations, not just in India, but also outside. We just launched a couple of months back, have been growing 40% week on week. Our NPS stands strong at 73, and we're about to hit 50,000 customers by next month. Our users love us and share the love towards this product just like us. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. So, dear judges, it's time to ask questions.
Hi, this is Subrata here. Can you just please go to your competitive landscape slide?
Next.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you just walk us through very quickly, why you are, obviously important than anybody else here?
Sure. So basically, we are not a product or a service-based product. We are targeting lifestyle of a particular niche, which is young professionals and graduates. So that's why we are providing that end-to-end personal finance service for a particular segment. And we are quite different in terms of generic products which are available right now in the market serving mass population and lacking the customization for a particular set of user base and helping them to identify what to do with their money. So we have IndMoney, which is exclusively targeting HNIs, and ET-Money who helps you optimize your taxes, but no one focusing on young professionals as such.
So young professional up to what age?
So soon to be graduate and 4 or 5 years down the line when you have graduated.
So basically 18 to 27, 28.
Right.
Yeah,
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions else?
Alex Angelo here.
Yes,
yeah. I got one question because I went through the text that you have in the startup network section, and you are stating there that there is no direct competitors for your solution. Could you please elaborate a little bit on that one?
Right.
Yeah, so currently there are a lot of fragmented products. So basically there are a number of products which individually either sell investment instruments or just loans, insurances, or similarly banks also. But end-to-end personal finance product, there isn't any. So that's why we say that there is probably a huge opportunity in front of us because there's not a single comprehensive and integrated end-to-end personal finance solution for this particular niche in India.
And reason being, the framework was not that matured in the past. We lacked open banking, open API system in India, data aggregation facility in India. So those frameworks have been just introduced in 2020, and now we are taking the first mover advantage to win this market.
So this does apply in your vision for India?
Yes, in India and most of the countries in Asia as well.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And if you wanna make a little bit of a short description of your product, it's a budgeting app with an AI-powered financial advisor. Am I correct to say this? So you also give advices on how to grow the money with the investment, for example, and connecting products from financial organizations. Would it be correct?
Yeah, almost there. So in a nutshell, basically, it aggregates all your financial footprint, including your bank accounts, cards, loans, assets, liabilities, everything in one dashboard. Second, it not only helps you budget, but also save, invest. And in fact, in the future, also through a card, you can withdraw a credit limit and also do all the payments to merchants, peer-to-peer payments. So basically, all execution also happens on the app. And third is we provide insights and recommendations as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, great pitch. Let's continue, Kate.
Yes, the next one is IPification from Hong Kong.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey guys, great to see you.
Please.
How's it going? Can you see the deck?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Delighted to be here. I'm Stefan. I'm the CEO of IPification. the company that changes the way of how we authenticate our mobile devices. We are all familiar with SMS one-time codes problems. They do not arrive always, they interrupt the user experience, but most importantly, they are insecure and prone to SIM swap attacks because SMS was never intended to be used for this purpose. Good news is that we have already started commercializing the alternative solution and started with healthy revenues in last year, but way bigger expansion is expected in the next period. So what's the magic trick of multiplying our revenues 50 times in such short period of time? First of all, a very solid telecom networks footprint that we've established in the last 3 years of hard work. 26 telecom operators live in 11 markets, covering over 350 million subscribers. And that's just the beginning. Secondly, we signed agreements with already entrenched market players, whether they are in the A2P SMS space, in the payment space, in the platform space, who are using our connectivity and technology to satisfy their customers' mobile authentication needs. Third, and most importantly, our telecom-based backbone solution is unique. It represents a super strong possession factor verification, and it's currently the only market solution that is able to verify 3 most important network elements: phone number, SIM card number, and device number in a single click based on the user's IP address. All the other solutions that are dependent on the SMS or header enrichment are unfortunately already crippled, and as such, they have a shelf life. You can see that the real-time user experience of one super app that they just launched this month. So the user is entering the phone number and just click verify. No need for an SMS, no need for voice call. The phone number, SIM card number, and device number is seamlessly verified in a single click. IPification will become the norm, which is important not only for us as a company, but for the entire digital ecosystem. Our efforts have been recognized by some of the leading global awards in the space during last year. As you can see here, we have assembled a highly experienced team that all share the same vision that next generation mobile authentication must be secure, must be frictionless, and it must protect the end user data and privacy. So please join us to make this vision a reality. So thanks a lot for your time and yeah, welcoming your questions.
Thanks, Stefan.
Thank you, Kate.
It's time for judges.
Stefan, it's Lisa. I've got a question in relation to device.
Yes.
Is it only mobile devices that you're looking to apply this to, or could it be any device?
No, it's only mobile devices because we are working with telecom network operators. So the information that we are picking up are the information that are sitting in the core network of telecom network providers. So yeah, it's purely for mobile devices and mobile services.
And where do you see your growth? Where's it going to come from?
I mean, from millions of services that are on the mobile space. I mean, basically the applications ranging from OTT space, e-commerce space, fintech wallets, banking. Raiffeisen Bank just signed up with us, in 13 markets, etc. So basically, any service provider that interacts with their users on mobile, and today that's pretty much, I think, every service, because this is the device that is becoming, a part of every person. So yeah, it's just of scaling up in different sectors, in different markets, and etc. Because the solution is completely scalable all across the globe.
And last question, is the telco selling for you, or are you only selling direct?
It can be both. I mean, usually a lot of telecoms are, I hate to say lazy. They expect, the traffic and the revenues to come on their gateway. And yeah, most of the international traffic and international merchants are coming from our end. But locally, a lot of telecoms are also selling this service to a couple of their enterprise customers they have.
Okay, thanks.
I see that your revenue in Q3 of 2020 was 1.8 million, correct?
Yes. Sorry, 1.8. Sorry. Yes. Yes. I mean, we started with the revenues in the end of Q2 last year. So we were expecting to end up the year with 1.7, 1.8, but actually we went over 2 point something last year, thanks to some services, thanks to COVID that speed up the transaction volumes. So yeah, we are very much positive and looking for great numbers this year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Stefan.
Hi.
So seems like a great achievement to have 2.2 million in revenue. But what was the gross profit out of this turnover?
It's I mean it's roughly 40% on top of that. I mean what we are, I mean our business model is basically the revenues are coming to our end, and then roughly 40 to 50% of it goes to telecom network providers. So we split the revenues between us and telco providers because we are leveraging on their network infrastructure. So yeah, basically if we sign the deals with the merchants, which I say this is the most common case with international clients coming from all these big companies out of US and Asia, or the operators are getting the revenues if we are talking about some local clients that they signed up with. So basically in the first case, all the revenues are hitting our bank account first, and then we are splitting to whatever operators this traffic happened, or it's vice versa.
So there will be a 40% margin average for IPification.
Correct. In some markets, I don't know, some countries in Eastern Europe, such as Serbia, Montenegro, Croatia, we even managed to reach 80 to 100%, because this service is super important for app developer, because they don't care whether they pay 2 cents for SMS or they will pay 3-4 cents for IPification. For them is most importantly to get the user inside the app, because they paid $2, $3 to user install the app, and imagine the user didn't receive an SMS code. It's not only they fail in marketing costs, but this guy goes to Google Play and put a 1-star rating and etc. This is the worst app, etc. because he was actually stopped at the gateway. And some of the case studies we've been doing, roughly 88% of delivery rate of an SMS in many markets. So can you imagine 10 to 12% of the user never happens to verify their phone number and enter the app, which is super bad thing, for the developers. So the authentication cost for them is really marginal cost compared to their core business. They are in food delivery, in banking, etc. They don't care about SMS marginal costs going up and down.
And you are based in Hong Kong, and you are originally from?
I'm originally from Serbia, but I'm in Asia for 8-9 years. Yeah, we are based out of Hong Kong, but we do have the entities in Serbia and in Switzerland. I mean, Switzerland is our let's say Western based entity. I mean, to be honest, just to avoid all the geopolitics stuff that happened in the last 2-3 years, China, US trade wars and etc. So it needed to help us out sign up some Western deals. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Stefan,
yes.
Lena, can I ask one question?
Yes, please.
Stefan, you have mentioned in your pitch that this year you would be generating $35 million in revenue.
Yeah. I mean, roughly, I mean, we are expecting to have, somewhere between 25 to 40. Hopefully, if everything comes up with the channel partners we signed up with, mostly with the big A2P SMS aggregators that we have, the voucher transactions, etc. So hopefully the COVID, etc.
Let's say even if you can generate $25 million, what is the strategy here? And if you could make 40% margins on that, what would be the need to raise further capital? I mean, that's a pretty decent sized returns to continue growing the business, right?
Correct. But just, I'm not sure, I guess you're familiar, but the telecom-based business is really capital intensive, because with a lot of telecom providers, in order to get the deals, especially with the big big ones in Indonesia and in India that we are signing up with. These guys are asking for huge commitments on an annual basis. So that's the main reason why we are searching for smart capital and for fundraising, basically to support expansion globally and not to go into slow mode. Like
what is the capital you would need to get to $25 million that you are expecting this year?
We are targeting somewhere between 10 to 20 million
in capital raise to get to 25.
Raise. Yeah, this year.
And do you have LOIs signed with the telecom partners in India and Indonesia, meaning non-binding LOI, not the binding LOI, but the non-binding ones?
We are having more than that. Two biggest operators in Indonesia are actually finalizing the production integration. So we've signed the term sheets and etc. We are in the final phase of finalizing the agreement with both of them. And in India, we are finalizing the agreement with unfortunately the smallest one, the fourth one, the BSNL. But anyway, we are in discussion with the others as well. But hopefully, that's where a lot of traffic and revenues will come, this year.
Great. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's continue in chat. And Kate.
The next one is Upstreet from Australia. Christian.
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Christian. I'm the CEO of Upstreet, and just checking if you can see my screen. Okay, so we are Upstreet, and I would love to take you on a quick journey. Imagine COVID is over, and you visit this weekend. You visit the shopping mall with your partner and your daughter, and you head over to the next Nike store. And then your partner and your daughter want the next best, the Nike Air Force, the new shoe. Costs you $150 a pair. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's your family. You have to swipe your credit card. But then immediately you get a ping on your iPhone on the Upstreet app, and you received $30 worth of Nike shares, fractional Nike shares, 0.26 Nike shares, and you just think, yes, I just did it. I became a shareholder. I'm an owner of Nike. Why would you go somewhere else in the future? So this is earn shares as you shop is our tagline, and we are Upstreet. And the problem we are solving is the loyalty industry is ripe for disruption. It's very challenged with reward points are hard to redeem. They devalue over time and they're undifferentiated. Just think about all your frequent flyer points you have at the moment and what you're going to do with them. Buying a lot of toasters. So, and then we also see the regulatory puts more and more pressure on the loyalty industry, and people are more and more points fatigued. We actually have independent research that shows that our share loyalty product is very, very successful in the loyalty space. It can create true loyalty and increase your revenue by 30%. We see a huge market. We are starting actually in Australia with the smallest 1,000 billion market cap or TAM in Australia, and then we are going overseas this year, starting in the EU with a lot of pull from the UK at the moment. This is our product roadmap. So we already launched with listed entities in Australia. We are going live with a lot in the middle. You see eBay and others international shares in the next few weeks. And then we're really excited is we are working with a financial institution who wants to kind of white label Upstreet into their product and put 100,000 users through Upstreet in the next 12 months, which is a multi-million-dollar deal for us. This is our user growth. We are basically 3 months in the market, reached 1,200 users so far. We have 1,000 transactions so far, $2,500 worth of shares issued to people. So we have built a platform which actually works, and we can execute on it. And now we are signing up more and more partner and then scaling rapidly. And this is how it, what it looks like. So it's an app product first, and then we're expanding to desktop. But you have all your shares in your pocket, and just do whatever you go on with your day-to-day life and earn shares as you shop. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, the judges, it's time to ask questions.
Yeah, I have a question. All right, just wanted to check with you. If let's say taking the Nike shop as example. In Malaysia, a lot of Nike shop are under franchise or under license. All right. So if I buy the shoe from that particular shop, okay, in this shopping mall, so do I own? How do I own the shares of that shop or Nike Inc. that you mentioned?
So it's really dependent on who is paying them essentially for the shares. If it's a franchisee and they are listed themselves, which is sometimes the case, like in the Middle East, and we can buy these shares. So it's really who pays, who has the benefit of the loyalty. So if you shop in a shopping mall, then the shopping mall can issue you your shares for this transaction, and then you come back to the shopping mall.
Oh, you mean the business must be listed?
It works very well for listed entities, but we are also doing unlisted with an ETF. You then get shares in an ETF as a better loyalty means. Where we're also working with 5 clients here in Australia.
I'm really confused because I heard about people tokenizing their products, all right? But this is the first time I hear about how you can actually do this in shares. And it involves a lot of regulations. I'm an IPO advisor, all right? But just to justify for my fees, I need to provide a lot of proof and a lot of process for me to be able to get a share to the company. And now you're saying that I buy a pair of shoes from a shop, I can have how a fraction of shares. I think a lot of cost need to put into that.
We have built it in 18 months, a fractional share investment platform where we can buy fractional shares in individual stock. So I can give you 1 cent in Nike shares. I can give you 10 cents in any share. So we have built it, we have proven it, we are live, we are doing this. And we have revenue, and we have customers, and we have users.
Right, cool, I'll check it out because that really impressed me.
And we have a license, so it's fully regulated. The Upstreet fund is a registered investment scheme with the ASIC, so the Australian regulator. And we already checked it in Europe and the UK, and we're working with a fund manager in Luxembourg to bring that fund to Europe. And we are pretty sure that we can make it work in almost every jurisdiction.
All right.
Thank you so much. Any questions else?
Hi, Christian. It's Angelo here.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I can read that your gross merchandise value, it's about $70,000 in 3 months.
Yes.
So I got 2 questions regarding this. What is the plan for the next quarter? And because the gross merchandise value is usually calculated prior of deduction of any fees and expenses, what would be the net value there? Thank you.
So I think it's really for us getting more partners on the platform to get more value to users and really going into non-discretionary spend. So groceries is the category, or grocery beverages. That is where really the music is for us, and then expanding into discretionary spend. It's basically what we track here across merchandise value is really what's the transaction value. And at the moment we have pilot contracts, which is fixed fees for a certain period of months. So that's the early stages on that one. So really getting into unit economics, it's a bit too early. Mm-hmm. But just to give you a feeling, we are in the area of Visa and MasterCard fees on transaction value. What we are charging to companies, and then we are running the investment fund free of charge for the user. And going forward, we will explore opening up the fund for direct investments for the users so they can invest with us, and we're becoming like a Robinhood kind of platform where people can invest with us, and then building a premium product or a freemium product for users on top of that. So we can tap into revenues with our users. But that is maybe a year down the line.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hi, this is Long. I just want to ask a quick question. I think this is a great idea. I just want to have a clarification. Is the proposition of your business more of a rewarding or customer incentive program, or a real investment platform for the customer?
At the moment, it's the first one. So it's a reward. You reward your user or your customers with shares, and you get higher loyalty, true loyalty. So higher basket size, higher frequency. And then you make them to owners. But then we have basically built a fractional investment platform, and we can open it up so people can actually buy shares with us. And then the idea is, can we actually combine shareholding with how much a discount or perks you get from companies? So there's a couple of examples with BrewDog in Scotland, where if you invest in them, you get 10% discount in all their venues, and that's going through the roof. They raised $100 million US dollars over crowdfunding. So it's kind of a new way to build loyalty and status points. Imagine like a turnkey solution for every listed company to build a status point system like an airline.
Hi, Raymond here. Just a quick question. So are people holding shares through your Upstreet app, or is it like an API, for example, an airline can actually use your API and work out a deal with you to make something happen?
Both. So we are having our own app where you see all your portfolio, and then we are exposing our APIs to customers, and then to our customers, which is the enterprise, and they can then basically seamlessly integrate it in their app, and you see your shareholding in the airline app or in any other app, and then you can transact like seamlessly with us. And we are just in the background and doing the hard work of holding the shares, having the share registry, buying and selling share on market, and so on. So we are running a very difficult product for them. They could not build it themselves. It's kind of not their core business.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey,
Christian, I have a question.
How are you? Sorry,
go ahead, Jay.
Okay, just a quick question. How are you dealing with regulatory challenge when you are going through this?
I get a lot of gray hair talking to financial lawyers. No, seriously, that was one year of work to get it from a regulatory point of view all approved. So we have our own financial lawyer, top tier lawyers here in Sydney. And then every time we are signing up a company, we have a long discussion with our legal counsel to go through corporate law, trading law, stock law, and so on. So far, we have listed entities live on Upstreet. We are doing it. They are all fine. The ESIC, the local regulator here, they approved our fund. The feedback is that's a benign product, and it's all good. So regulatory is sorted.
Okay, guys, thanks
so much.
But we need to stick to timing. Gaurav, please ask your question by chat. Thanks, Christian, for
Sure.
And the next one is ADBRO. I'm sorry if I made a mistake in the pronunciation. I hope you will correct me. Our participant from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Can you hear? Hi, I'm Artem from ADBRO, and I will share slides right now. Can you see it?
Yes.
Great. So we help brands maximize social discovery and engagement online. So the trend is that brands double down on direct-to-customer commerce, and the competition for customer attention increased a lot. Same time, we see the huge digital ads market size, more than 260 billion. The problem is that brands can't achieve attention at scale. So people see a lot of ads every day. And if brands don't get attention, they don't get sales. Our social discovery formats inside the news traffic helps brand to get attention. We deliver 3 times more brand recall. We deliver 3 times increase in engagements, and we increase conversions. Brands love us. For 2 years of our work, we worked with more than 110 brands and launched more than 300 campaigns. We work with top publishers in our 3 markets. We work in Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And right now we are reaching more than 100 million people. We grow quite fast despite of COVID-19. Here you can see quarterly revenue, and our discovery commerce ads formats grow even faster. And our model. We break even since December 2019, but we would love to increase for other markets. So we are raising. So we take top trending videos from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We create our own social commerce video with the brand's products. We run this video across our in-house network. This is very important. So platform is closed and only we can use our traffic. And we charge for engagements, for clicks or leads, it depends. And after all, we keep 55% of gross margin. Other margin goes to publishers. We have strategic partnership with all top technology and tech players. And of course, we use our own machine learning technologies to deliver better targeting. And we support it already by reputable funds. And for our history, we raised 1.2 million. This business model is proved in US, and there is a company, TABS.com. We do quite similar business, but in Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, you cannot find local big players like this. So we would like to be the one. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, the judges, any questions? Please give your feedback. Help our startups to be better.
Can you return to the slide with revenues?
Yeah. This one.
So comment maybe more a little bit.
Sure. Our actually last year revenue 2020 was $1.7 million US. And we are growing quite fast despite actually advertising industry not growing during this period, but digital part of industry feeling not bad. And but our growth shows that we do something right. And exactly in this region, because in this region we can find only international players, and we don't have any like local big serious competitors. So that's why I used the US example.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions else? Yes, please, dear judges, we are waiting for feedback. Okay, that means let's continue.
Thank you, Artem. Maybe all our judges go to make orders for your services. And so the next one is Bizztm from India. Are you ready? Check your micro, please. Maybe you muted.
Hey, yeah, this is Siddharth here from Bizztm. So so we are the social commerce 2.0 of India. We are building a community commerce app in India. So a bit about our team. Yeah, so we are the two co-founders. Myself, Siddharth Biani. I have 10 years of work working with multiple startups in India, to name Snapdeal, Meesho, Credder, and others in the founding team members, as well as heading their category development. Amit, on the other hand, has 9 years of work and he has founded his own startup previous to founding Bizztm, and has worked with Bluejack as VP Operations and Credder as the founding team member. So we both know each other from last 5 years and have a good chemistry. And our core team comes from multiple unicorns of India, like Oyo, Shriram Group, and Snapdeal. So coming to what we are doing. So the problem that we are trying to address is, let's take a tier 2+ household. Like these are 400 million Indians who are not transacting online, right? Now their average monthly spend on the home and personal needs category is 2,500 Indian rupees, where average basket size is around 200 rupees and average product price is 150 rupees. And these categories includes items which are commonly used in your everyday needs, like kitchen items, home products, beauty personal care, health and wellness products, and small electronics products. These are largely unorganized and unbranded categories, and their penetration on Indian e-commerce is very low. And why this is low? Because of the high logistics cost in the dropship model. So dropship model is when a product is delivered from the supplier to the consumer. Typical cost comes to around 90 rupees Indian rupees. And considering these low ASP products or low price products, this cost is very significant when we are trying to sell through an Indian e-commerce. And that is why these e-commerce models are not fit for these low price products. To give you an example, I've taken one example as Quick Chopper. This is an everyday use product in Indian kitchens. This is sold on Flipkart, which is one of the major Indian e-commerce websites, at 239 rupees. Available in retail store, the neighborhood mom and pop stores, at just 175 rupees. So it's a huge cost that e-commerce have, which makes it unviable to sell these low ASP products. Now, what we are doing, so we are building a community commerce app for home and personal needs, targeting the underpenetrated Indian population, and introducing a cost-effective community commerce model in Indian e-commerce through a network of our community leaders. So we are using the community of our community leaders, also called as biz owners, to sell these products within their community in a very cost-effective way. How our business model works. So we are an M2B2C platform. We procure directly from manufacturers. Thus, we get a very best pricing in the market, and we sell to the consumers through our channel of business owners in an aggregated delivery format. Now, here, the business owners shares our product with their community in their neighborhood and generates the orders from the consumers and places the order in bulk with us. And we ship the order in an aggregated format to the biz owner, thus saving a loss on the logistics cost, which helps us reduce our logistics cost and the product price. And the biz owner delivers the product to the consumer in the and does the last mile delivery for us. So that is where we save a lot on logistics cost. And there is a consumer interface where consumer can browse the products and check for discounts and order directly with their biz owners. In terms of margins, we have a gross margins of 60% available with us, out of which we keep around 25%, and we pass on 35% to the biz owners, which is the industry highest in India. Now, coming to our solution, why do these biz owners and consumers work with us? So we are a neighborhood one-stop shop, a one-stop general store, which provide wide assortment of the products which are available with every biz owner. We directly work with manufacturers and curate all the products and for the quality and the pricing. So all the products are of high quality and best pricing, and it's a very convenient process for the consumers, because consumers and biz owners lives in the same neighborhood. They know each other and trust each other. Thus, it solves the problem of for the consumers. Now, who are these biz owners? Typically in India, shopkeepers are a very good fraternity. Almost 15 million shopkeepers, small mom and pop stores in India. They are a very good part of our biz owner network. They are already expert in selling, already using WhatsApp to sell their products, have a network of roughly 3,000 households and earns 15 to 20,000 per month. And second is this social sellers who are already using WhatsApp and Facebook to grow and grow their products. They are leveraging social network to grow their business, typically have a network of 200 households and earns 5 to 10,000 per month. By working with us, they have an earning potential of 30 to 50,000 per month, which is very lucrative for them. In terms of early traction,
time is over. Let's leave this slide on the screen and switch to the judges' questions. Dear judges, maybe you want to hear some comments about the traction. I remember that is very popular question from you.
Hi, Siddhanta. This is Subrata here.
Yes, Subrata.
So have you sort of validated your model? I think it sounds quite okay. So this is your traction, right?
Yes. So we are doing 21 lakhs of GMV. On an average, our business owners does 55 items per month, and we have a delivery cost of 15 rupees per sub order and doing average basket size of 3,000 rupees.
And may I know what are the cities you are delivering?
So we are operational in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. And sorry?
Which cities, which towns?
So we are operational in Kota, Jodhpur, Jaipur, and Udaipur, and parts of MP like Bhopal.
So these are sort of tier 2, tier 3 cities,
Yes.
right? So that's your target market?
Yes, we are targeting tier 2 plus Indian cities.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Any questions else? No? Okay. So thank you very much for a great pitch. And we switch to the last but not least participant for today. Our startup from Australia, Vloggi. Justin.
Good evening. Thank you all for your patience and holding in there. It's almost 10 o'clock at night here in Sydney. But I'm going to share with you something revolutionary. Okay, so let me share my screen.
Stage. What's the right pronunciation, Vloggi or Vloggi?
Vloggi.
Okay.
Like a vlog, like a video vlog. And essentially, look, what we're doing is we're actually building the world's largest user-generated video platform. And you may say, why? And it's really because customer-driven video is actually trusted 7 times more than paid advertising. So if you think about who is going to actually use video generated by customers, it's actually everybody. So today, user-generated video is about 25% of all video consumed, and in 15 years' time, it will actually be 50%. Okay, so to give you an example, just to pick 3 use cases, there are 6 billion products listed on Google. Only 5% of them have video at the moment. Okay, 620 million Facebook groups all need about 3 minutes per day of video, and there's, just to take one online retailer, there's 400 million products on Amazon which all need video reviews. Okay, so how can you do this? Well, you need to get user-generated video, but the reason why user-generated video hasn't taken off is because it's very complicated and very complex. In fact, at the moment, there's 3 ways that people do it. Either you pay influencers, which is expensive, but it also means very anodyne kind of content, or you have to run a contest. So the big brands do that. Again, that's very complicated. Or you can do what we're doing now, and you can run Zoom, and you can actually record that. Okay, so in summary, marketers struggle to source, manage, and to produce. So we've spent 2 years creating an ecosystem that actually allows you to just pump out video. It's a 4-step process where people basically plan. So they build a brief around a project. Their customers upload video that's already on their phone. And then we combine that with a very, very easy to use video production platform where people just merge the clips they want into a preset template and then they publish. It's very, very quick. And I can show you some case studies in a little bit. So essentially, look, we fall into 3 main use cases. This is on the left, the New South Wales government here in Australia, using us to do a virtual event recently around the top in class for the year for the 18-year-old graduates. We have publishers using us to actually crowdsource content. And then we have on the right, we have major brands like Jack's actually using us to do competitions, showing their product in action. So we really think that high quality user-generated video will completely disrupt video production. In fact, just today, a video production company here in Sydney invested $100,000 in us because they saw that this is going to change the landscape. Just to give you an idea of the total addressable market, if we just took social media, we're looking at a total available market globally of 142 billion. Even if we only got 5% of the Australian market, we're looking at 465 million. So look, everybody on this call today said they had no direct competitors, but we actually combined 3 emerging technologies. Crowdsourcing, there are people doing that. Templated video, there are people doing that as well. And dynamic video, where we use data from the customer to actually automatically generate video episodes. And we think we're the only people doing all those 3 things, but we do have competitors in various areas. Capsule out of the US recently, this week, announced a $2 million raise. They're one of our competitor sets. So what's our business model? Basically, we're B2B2C, which means that we market to businesses and they need to market to their consumers. We're software as a service. We, of course, have a free tier, but really the free tier, actually, we own the copyright on the video and then we sell it later on for the data. And then larger businesses own the copyright on the video and they pay for the service. We've raised 750,000 in April. We're going to do a bigger raise. I can't tell you how much because that would breach the rules apparently. 7,000 users, major brands on board, including Jack Tyres, which is a well-known brand here, Juicy Car Rental, New South Wales Government, University of Sydney, City of Sydney. So the core team is 3, although we've actually just this week hired 2 new people, a head of growth marketing and a head of video. And basically, what we're looking for at the moment is introductions, you know. A lot of people have intros to big brands who need this kind of thing. That's what we need. We are looking for investment for marketing and scale up. And, you know, 2020 was a weird year because we were accepted into 3 global accelerators and we participated in none of them because of COVID. So that's our story. And now over to questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Justin, I think you all are trying to go to the root cause of entire industry with a tremendous potential, and I think your model has a significant potential. So first of all, congratulations. Everything that you are doing is in the right direction. My question is, what will be the catalyst of this significant market that exists? What's the catalyst that you're trying to do?
Thanks, Jay. And Jay and I actually sort of first knew each other this time last year, where we won a pitch for $1 million competition in Sydney that then was affected by COVID. And so what we've done since then, Jay, is actually during COVID, we actually realized the psychology of users. And rather than actually respond to a cash reward, actually, marketers around the world are chasing the net promoter score. Okay, so everybody is looking for their most loyal customers, their most loyal brand ambassadors. And what we realized was actually we've changed the product to really focus on them. So typically 5% of any brand's customers give it a net promoter score above about 9. And we've made this tool that you only focus on them. Do you know why? Because they already have video of your product on their phone. Okay, so don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about paying influencers to actually go out and shoot video. Use the video people already have on their phone because they love your product. And so we've built a whole range of tools in the background that actually help brands find, most of them already know who they are, the big brands do, and identify and target actual niche content. What we're not talking about one-off promo videos. We're talking about episodic videos. Okay, so every week on Facebook, content that is made by customers for customers.
Great. would love to have a conversation offline. Thank you, Justin.
Thanks.
Hey, Justin, this is Subrata here. So what's the turnaround time? Let's say if I upload my specs, right, onto your platform, and how much time do you take to set up, give me a video?
Look, we're a tool, okay? So you need to have the community. We don't find filmmakers for you. This is another change that we made. We're not a two-sided marketplace. We're a SaaS tool. Okay, so we work with businesses that already have an engaged community. But to give you an example, the New South Wales government example that I showed you earlier, the problem that they had was that they normally have the people who come top in the state in the HSC in every subject normally get together every December and have a big sort of party, and everybody does an acceptance speech up on the stage. They couldn't do that this year, even though we're very lucky in Australia to have 0 cases of COVID, but they were being safe. So they didn't have it, they did it virtually, and they turned around 20 5-minute videos completely published the same day. I mean, basically, our system is you build a template once that has all of the dynamic elements, and then every video that comes in, every clip that's uploaded is automatically formatted the second it comes in, which means that it's incredibly quick.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions else, guys? Okay, dear judges, please finish your voting. You'll be closed in 1 minute.
Maybe we will give 2 minutes. What do you think, Lena?
Yeah.
Especially for those late comers like me.
Thank you, Vloggi, a lot. We will be looking for you because every business needs videos nowadays. All right, and maybe you have some special discounts for Startup Network.
Maybe, in fact, we've done a few startup things recently with elevator pitches. So basically, lots of startup networks have a need for elevator pitches from if they can't do real pitches like this. So we specialize in that, and we'd love to offer you a discount for that.
Oh, that's very interesting. We'll talk about it more, okay? In person.
Sure.
Anna, can I ask one last question?
Sure.
Yes, please.
I'm really interested to understand how you're going to manage the issue of deepfake content on your platform and the redistribution of that.
So it's funny, CTO and I spoke about this today, but ultimately, apart from the stuff that users on the free tier submit, we're not responsible for any of the content. So we're just a tool. We used to be a two-sided marketplace, but we got out of that, and we're just now a tool. So the responsibility for people to publish content is the brands. The brands pay us to use our tool, and they have the responsibility when they publish it, which may sound like a cop-out, but legally it's defensible.
Got it. Thanks so much.
Okay, so it was the last one, Kate, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, startups did it all. Thank you, wonderful teachers today, and dear judges, now it's your turn. Please finish voting. If you haven't done it yet, you have 2 more minutes to go, and then we will close the voting, publish the results, and we will know who will present the Southeast Asian and Oceania region in our finals that are coming up at the February 18th. But what is more, and I see Alexander would like to tell that the winner will have an opportunity to meet personally great VCs, right, Alexander?
Yes, absolutely. And so usually we invite our winner to our VC house meeting, where we have a close meeting with VCs which want to understand more about the startup. So we are waiting for the winner, Anna. So just say the name. Say the name.
Yeah, so you don't have any favorites. You're ready to take any of them. Okay, but we will know, yeah, who got the most, the highest marks in investment potential from our juries. But dear juries, while you're finishing to vote for our great startups, please pay attention to our poll. Girls, can I have a poll published? We are doing this all over the world. And please answer a question. Which industry did you already invest in 2020? What you have been doing while we haven't seen you in person for a while? And we will talk about it some more during our networking session, which will be just in a couple of minutes after announcing the winner. Just pick your choice and press submit button. Okay. Kate, you're smiling at me. You know who won this round?
Yeah, we know, I know.
Okay, let's hear it.
So guys, there was great event, and third place today goes to Upstreet. Applause, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So second place today goes to Vloggi.
Wonderful.
And yeah.
And the first place.
Yeah, and the winner of our event today is IPification.
Wonderful. Congratulations to the winner. It's now official. The winner and all the contestants have wonderful opportunities to join us during the finals. Please contact our event managers to know more. Please be sure to participate in our expo. It's a great case to meet directly people from all over the world in one place. And thank you, dear judges, for helping us to choose the best startup in this region. And now I would like to talk to you about your investments in 2020. I would love to hear your opinion. Please put your video on so I would see you. And can I have the poll results published? Oh, look at this. Health tech, fintech, our winners as everywhere in the world, and AI on the third place in information technologies. That's really interesting. Okay, let's talk about it. I was looking at the Crunchbase World Report in 2020, and every region is rising, and Asia is rising. Asia got 33% of 40 billion even investments into the startups. So it's a great result. It outperformed all previous years. And was it also, what do you think, investment in health tech and fintech mainly? Or how do you see it? Lisa, what was your answer? What did you pick?
As in, what did we invest in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are medtech and deep tech investor. So, I mean, 80% of your list, except for e-commerce and informational technologies.
Okay, so your health tech was your priority, right?
We did quantum investments last year. We did medtech. We took safety, security, and surveillance. Everything that goes into a smart city, essentially.
Okay, but what regarding like the trends of investment? Do you think they will stay the same in like this year and years to come, 2021, 2022?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, after the bubonic plague, if you look at the trends of which industries did well and which didn't, you see a significant rise in the investments in food and agritech. And we took a significant upside on our food and agritech companies last year. And we're really seeing the rapid expansion in that segment and a huge focus, of course, in Asia as the future of food. And so in this region, you're seeing events with the global industry looking into Asia as a center point for those investments. The second area of investment is definitely on safety, security, and surveillance. And obviously, there's some unique hotspots around the world, particularly in terms of cybersecurity, where that does well. Israel obviously gets a beautiful amount of attention, as they so rightly should. But we're also seeing great cybersecurity companies come out of this region. And we supported the soft landing and expansion of two of those companies and the co-creation of new cyber insurance products with the insurers. So there's a whole new focus on cybersecurity in this region. And then the third key area, of course, is medtech and diagnostics. And to be honest, I've had a diagnostic company in my portfolio trying to close a seed round on dengue fever with the world's first severe dengue prognostic for far too long. And finally this year, things came to the fore, right? But that was only because we had 3,000 cases the year before. And this year we've had 26,020 deaths. So, you know, the neglected diseases are starting to get some attention. And I expect neglected diseases and chronic diseases to continue to get a lot of focus. And of course, longevity and disease prevention getting even more focus. So that's my kind of predictions moving forward.
Thank you, Lisa. I wish you all the luck in this. And Adrian, welcome on board. And please tell us, what was your pick for 2020 investments?
Hi, guys. Thank you. For us, I think our 2020 pick is e-commerce because we focus in China and South Asia. What we see at this moment is basically the government around the region is taking a stricter approach for offline activities. So on top of that, so we will expect a lot of e-commerce activities across the region. So investing in e-commerce and platforms and investing in e-commerce enablers, helping the small businesses to get on board to the whole e-commerce bandwagon. So that it was our key focus in 2020. So we are expecting a very, very strong growth. In fact, I think we have 2 portfolios companies in e-commerce space. They are growing 4x in 2020 alone. So we are seeing some good trends over there.
That's great. And okay, what are your plans for 2021? E-commerce and what else maybe?
So in 2021, I think e-commerce will still be one of our focus. Apart from that, digital health is one of the things that we will keep on focusing on. We have portfolio companies in that segment 3 years ago, but you know the adoption speed is getting there. But I think COVID became a very, very huge catalyst for that. Of course, including the IPO of JD Health. So the whole market is becoming more receptive of this concept. And I think everyone will jump on top of this in the moving 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. That's really interesting to know. Subrata, how are you doing? Did you enjoy our pitches?
Hi, Anna, I'm doing very good. Yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful. Okay, tell us what you have been investing in 2020.
I picked up AI and IT because there are a lot of AI companies that we are seeing and they are applying AI technology. So AI is not a sector, in my opinion. It's a technology which sort of cut across everything, right? So AI is predominantly important as we sort of progress. Information technology, I think it's very India specific because India is very known for information technology. So we see very high quality startups in IT area as well. So I personally sort of take care of deep tech. Obviously AI sort of comes under that as well. So yeah, I mean, absolutely very much optimistic for 2021 as well, going forward.
Yeah, me too. I hope we will keep the pace and outperform all the previous decades, right? Startups will save us all, yeah, and make us all happy.
Yeah, 2020 was not very bad for startup ecosystem, right? I mean, for many industries, it was not so good, but I think for startup ecosystem, the data shows that it was actually very good, right? So let's take them ahead in 2021.
You can't be more true. That's absolutely, yeah. And that is really, really exciting years to come. And we are about to round up. I would like to thank you all for this wonderful event. If anybody wants to share their ideas, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, Anna, this is Gary. No, Subrata is right on target. I mean, look at all the data, and I've said this a number of times, there's 40 zettabytes of data on the planet Earth today. If you took CDs and stacked them one on top of another, it would go 29 times between the Earth and the Moon. So, and that number is increasing about 66% per year. So AI is the new electricity, and semi-supervised and unsupervised AI across multiple vertical markets or really have a substantial impact. I mean, think about our own lives for each and every one of us here. How many times every week do you say, I know that file exists, but I can't find it? Why? I've either forgotten the keywords or location. We're in a state of infobesity. We've got 5 to 7 email addresses, Slack, Google Drive, Dropbox, Messenger, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, WeChat. How in the world can we organize our own world? Each one of us here has about 300,000 items in your personal cloud. The entire web in 1996 was 257,000 websites. So we are in a state where we need not smart, but intelligent assistants across the board, across those markets. So AI is a great place to invest. And it's not just in one, it's not just a sector, it's across multiple sectors.
Thank you, Gary. Yes, and AI is also was the winner in our poll. And next, I would like to really encourage you to follow us next week. We are going to 2 more places. It will be Latin America and it will be Eastern Europe, discovering great startups there. We are rounding up already our first season. Only in 10 days we will be having, no, it was 10 days. In 20 days, we will be having our finals, and I would love to see you all joining us for this finals of our first quarter. We will be exploring Israeli and Middle East startups also, and everybody is welcome. The next battle will be, as I told you, in Latin America. So everybody is welcome. Thank you all for this event. Please follow us, get in touch with us. We are always glad to see you. Thank you all, guys. Thank you, girls, for this wonderful unicorn battle. Thank you, judges, for coming. Thank you.